I'm going to show you how I did it to get all of these got its own custom shapes like that literally follow exactly of the geometry of the model. So obviously I know it looks weird that it's got these thick lines. That's because I set the wire width to 10 just for visual purposes. I'm going to show you an example of like just a random shape that we can actually use. So let me go ahead and go to the right category. I'm going to go to mesh. I'm going to use an icosphere for this. Just to show you, so it doesn't matter of like how you rotate it and where it's placed, because you can literally keep it exactly just like that. So I'm going to show you of the first thing. This is like what causes it, and then I'm going to show you how to fix it, and then I'm going to show you again of another example on the same model to show you what are the steps to make sure that you set it correctly to get the shape that you want of the custom shape based on these edges. So I'm going to show you one example. So I'm going to take this one as an example. So I'm going to say Shift D. Okay, wait, maybe I'll make sure that everything is deselected. Would be a good start. And then Shift D, P to make sure I get the selection out. Just going to delete these faces so that I only have this edge, right? And then what I'm going to do is make sure that the cursor is there, just to make it easy convenience to have the bone appear, right? So what I can do then is get that bone that I want, and then there's my armature. But as you can see that it's not correctly placed. So I'm going to quickly then just move this bone on the top view and just place it here for now, right? Like just a placement. Now I'm going to show you what happens if we try to get that shape. But let me go ahead and just quickly rename this to shape. So obviously it's going to make into shape 6 at the moment, because I've already got like so many shapes of the model. And then I'm going to select this bone, and I'm going to quickly find the custom shape object that I've made. Okay, so this one, the latest one, is shape 5. But as you can see, it's all the way there. So this doesn't look good, right? Because it's not following these edges correctly. So what we're going to do is fix this. We're going to set the origin to geometry exactly in that same place, right? So for me, it's an origin to geometry. And as you can see, now it's actually in the same location of that mesh, which makes it convenient, right? But it's still in the wrong rotation. So what we need to do is that we can actually set then the origin rotation. So the shortcut for that is Control plus full stop, and then this appears. And then you can see we need to rotate this to make sure that it actually aligns. So the one best way is rotate on the x-axis by 90 degrees. And then that's pretty much it. So we need to make sure then that the bone is now correctly placed exactly onto this edge. So it's Shift S, cursor to selected, and then select the armature, and then selection to cursor, and now it's aligned. And as you can see, now it actually like follows exactly of that mesh, which makes it like, you know, super convenient in terms of the whole thing. So what we can do is, I think this is the shape. I'm going to move this to my shapes, and then I can quickly go ahead and just adjust the width. And now it actually follows literally the same edge of this model. Cool. So that's one way to do it, is like if you've made a mistake and you want to fix everything, that's the one way to do it. But let's say, for example, if you knew exactly how to do this. Let's say, for example, I'm going to the other side of this face here. All right, I'm going to duplicate it, select it, and I'm quickly just going to rename this also to shape, which now this time it is going to be shape.006. Go into edit mode, delete these faces, and as you remember, we need to first set the origin point. So origin to geometry, and then we need to change the rotation of that origin in order for it to work. So remember, Control plus full stop, rotate on the x-axis 90 degrees, and then we go out of the origin point by just doing the same thing, Control plus full stop, and then Shift S, cursor to selected, get that armature. And the best part is, all we need to do now is just find the shape that we want, and then voila. And that's literally it. Make it a 10, and then I'm going to quickly select the shape, and move that to the shape stuff. Move all of my stuff into the armature folder. And that's literally it. We've got all of our armatures now that actually has the shape. But yeah, but that's pretty much it. Let me know if this method works for you, or if there are anything issues that arises, please let me know. But this is a method that I found that to align it correctly. Awesome. Thank you so much. Cheers.